Hello everyone, welcome to What If Naruto Became the Golden Knight of Pisces movie. Before we start, please go support Nicuchio for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistake in character's gender, but of course Naruto is a male. Naruto escaped from his village. Because of their treatment of him, he ran without looking back, until he reached a field full of red flowers. They chased him, then he passed through there, and in the middle of the journey he fell unconscious. Everything happens the same as in the original story, except that the Shinigami forgives Naruto, and he has two brothers, Ru Uzumaki Namikaze and Mito Uzumaki Namikaze. You could say that everything is for the best, but no. His mother and brother Ru mistreat him, and only his father Minato, his sister, his grandfather Hiruzen along with his godfather Jiraiya and his older brother figures Itachi and Shursui Uchiha are the ones who take care of him. The Chunin exams are held at age 14. The Jubi will be more powerful. Kurama was the one who guided Naruto in his training since Minato trained him as little as he could and revealed to him that he was a Jinchuriki. Gaara might be a saint too, but it will be after the Chunin exams. He will be calmer and become friends with Naruto, possibly a Scorpio, and maybe make Sasuke a silver or bronze saint. I haven't decided which constellation yet. Naruto will have some of Albafica's attitude, and Albafica will meet Minato. Prologue. Naruto, a boy of only years old, had lived through it all. But he was sure of one thing. As much as it hurt to leave his loved ones, he was fed up with everything that had happened in his short life. He helped everyone he could, and what he received was contempt, mistreatment from everyone he helped, even from his mother and brother who he loved with all his heart. But today it all ends. He was going to leave there to end his suffering. He wanted to live in peace. He prepared for this for years, he trained non-stop. Now he was about to execute his escape plan. He left some letters to his loved ones with what he trained with Itachi and Shursui. Naruto, okay, let's start the plan. I speak seriously. Watching the guards closing the door, he made a seal, a clone of himself appearing and then transformed into a cat that jumped towards those present, who were distracted enough for him to throw saban on their necks. They fell to the ground. He quickly left there. But not before leaving a letter to his father telling him everything he suffered by leaving him alone, since he and Mito were the only ones in the family who gave him love, and he promised to come back stronger than before to be able to protect them and give them all the support that they had given him. The next day, the Hokage was seen waking up, taking a shower, having breakfast, getting dressed and going straight to the Hokage tower. When he arrived there was an Anbu. Anbu Hokage-sama found two central gate guards dead with a saban around their necks and he said seriously, Minato, what? Quickly increase security? And also, is there more information? I asked alarmed. Anbu, yes Hokage-sama, is there more information? A civilian saw the attacker and said he was a blond boy, wearing black shinobi sandals, his Anbu pants, a vest, and finally a mesh shirt, with a mask that hid his face? He answered calmly, Minato, I know someone who dresses like that. Who could it be? It's Naruto. He said surprised. The last thing, send a capture group to chase my son, he ordered, serious and thoughtful. Anbu stated, disappearing in a swirl of leaves. Meanwhile in a forest km from the limits of the country of fire. Naruto, how sleepy I am! Exclaimed the sleepy protagonist. Then he saw a cave. Good! I'll go rest for a while, he said, changing direction. When he arrived, he sat down and looked at his provisions. He began to eat quietly. Time passed, and he left there to continue on his way. Naruto. How much longer? He said uneasily until he saw some kunais out of the corner of his eye, which he dodged with difficulty. At that moment, several Chunin and Jounin surrounded him. He prepared for the assault with kunai in hand. Naruto attacked, dodging and blocking, and threw some kunais with explosive seals that made a gap that he took advantage of to escape. Chunin, don't let him escape, shouted to chase the demon as they called him. A chase began, where everything was thrown, shurikens, kunais, etc., until the pursued reached a field of roses, looked back seeing his pursuers close, made a decision, ran through the roses, and in the middle of the road he began to stagger and fell unconscious. The shinobi saw this and went to capture him, but a quarter of the way they fell inert to the ground spitting blood. Minutes before, a light blue-haired person walked calmly through the field of roses, but with a sad face. How long has it been since that event? I tried to find a successor and nothing, Years have already passed, he thought, sighing. He walked until he saw a boy crossing through the roses. He was going to stop him, but it was too late. He was surprised to see that he kept running, but he began to stagger and fell unconscious. Then he saw those shinobi who entered too, but they began to spit blood and fell dead to the ground. He quickly went to see the boy, checked him over and was surprised to see that he was in good condition, picked him up and walked towards the cabin. Later on, Naruto, where am I? The yellow-haired man asked, having just woken up. Oh hi, I see you woke up, nice to meet you, my name is… Chapter 1. Meeting my future teacher. My name is Albafica, a former Pisces saint. The older blue-haired man introduced himself. Naruto. Oh hello, nice to meet you, my name is Naruto Yuzu, just Naruto Namikaze, and a few questions. Where am I? What is a Pisces saint? The blonde-haired boy introduced himself and asked. Albafica, you are in my humble abode, and the saints of Pisces are the knights who protect the 12th house of the sanctuary of Athena, protected by the constellation of Pisces, he answered, leaving the miner more confused than he was. Naruto, Athena's sanctuary? Constellation? He asked, very confused. Albafica, the sanctuary of Athena is the place where the goddess Athena, goddess of wisdom and war, protects her, and we saints are the ones who protect her. We saints are protected by the answers, which are, we also represent them with armor, I answer, looking to see if something happened to the boy. They were very close, since he sat next to him. Naruto was left processing the information, until he spoke. Naruto, you have ranks, right? I stated calmly. Albafica, yes, we have 3 ranks, bronze, silver, and finally gold. I was a gold saint in the previous holy war. He explained. Finally, are you feeling okay? He asked seriously. Naruto, better than before, Databeo, he shouted, turning red in embarrassment at his verbal tic. Albafica laughed a little, stood up, and headed toward the kitchen. Albafica, Naruto, go to the table. I'll prepare breakfast, he said to continue on his way. Naruto nodded and left the room. What he saw made him sweat. That room was anything but humble. He sat down, waiting for the food, and after a while they ate peacefully. Naruto, Albafica-sama, what are the holy wars like and how did you survive? He asked curiously without looking at his future master, who looked down. Albafica, the holy wars are between Athena and Hades, the god of the underworld, where he leads specters, of which 3 are the judges, and 2 minor gods called Thanatos, god of death, and Hypnos, god of sleep, who are his advisors. I stopped for a moment to see if the blue-eyed one kept up. I faced Minos the Griffin, a judge of the underworld. I beat him, but I fell into a coma and woke up some time after the war was over and most of my companions had died, he continued after seeing his future disciple nod. Naruto, I'm sorry, I didn't know, he said sadly, remembering a bad moment that saved him. Albafica, it's okay, it's not your fault. Well, since I told you a part of my life, tell me why you were escaping from those shinobi, he questioned, but saw the younger one, who this time lowered his gaze. Naruto, I escaped because of the treatment towards me. This started when I was years old. I helped the people of the village as I could, but out of nowhere they mistreated me. They called me a demon. My father, sister, my grandfather and older brother figures were the only ones who treated me well. My father was not at home because he was the leader of the village. My brother and my mother hated me. So in these last years I trained non-stop to escape and become strong to protect those I love. And appreciate me, he answered while tears fell. The light blue-haired boy was petrified by the life of the miner. While this is happening, in Konoha, Minato, where will you be, my son, he thought with a dejected expression. Someone enters the Hokage's office. My love, what's wrong? I asked worriedly. Minato, Kushin and Naruto ran away from the village, I answered, waiting for a reaction from any mother who would know this news. Kushina, so? The demon is gone now. She spoke coldly, unaware of the look her husband gave her. Minato, what? What he said confused the redhead. How are you going to say this about our son? He shouted, scaring the mother of his children. Kushina, he is not my son, he is a demon, she exclaimed without fear. Following an argument, they ended up getting divorced, with the Namikaze inheriting to Naruto and Mito, and the Uzumaki to Ru's younger twin. Chapter 2. The training begins. 2 weeks passed since the escape. Albafica told him about Greek mythology, the sanctuary, the saints, the cosmos, and finally the previous saint of Pisces, Aphrodite. Naruto. Albafica-sama, who is the saint of Pisces? he asked while watering the roses. Albafica died by a golden saint who was possessed corrupting the sanctuary. Months ago, he answered sadly for his last student, Naruto. And what was his name? I asked sadly since I wanted to meet him. Albafica. Aphrodite was her name, he replied. Well, in the afternoon we start your training, he exclaimed, surprising the blonde-haired boy. Naruto, huh? Why would you train me? I asked happily that I would be a saint. Albafica. Because you resisted the real demonic roses, he replied, leaving the light blue-eyed man a little confused. Naruto, what are real demonic roses? He asked, confused. Albafica. The ones you are watering right now are poisonous, I replied, smiling. Naruto, what? He shouted, moving as far away from the roses as possible. How can you live like this? He asked, impressed by his sensei. Albafica. It's that the saints of Pisces, in their blood, have the same poison as the real demonic roses. That's why we live in solitude. But my disciples didn't decide to live that way. They could resist the poison of the roses, but they were weak to be a saint of Pisces. Well, I decided on solitude, he responded sadly. Naruto, then I can be the golden saint of Pisces, he stated proudly, without realizing how his teacher was. Albafica. But you will live alone, he said seriously, changing the miner's expression. Naruto, that wouldn't change anything. I was always alone. My loved ones were there. But I couldn't stop feeling lonely. I didn't have any friends. I had no reason to live. I only had him when I was years old. I wanted to protect the village. Now I want to be a saint of Athena. I want to be Naruto of Pisces, he exclaimed with determination, surprising the older one. Albafica. Well said, now to rest, and train later, he said as he entered the cabin with a smile for his new student. Naruto. Hi sensei, he stated, following his new teacher. Time passed. It was in the afternoon. Naruto, sensei, what are we going to do? He asked, ready for his training. Albafica, you're going to run for minutes, going around the rose field. Then we'll practice aim, reflexes. We continue with the physical, sit-ups, squats, push-ups. An hour you have to do it, and if you can't you have to run back for minutes. Like that the first week, then we practice with the cosmos, I explained, leaving the protagonist pale. Naruto. I didn't even do half of that, he said, scared. As the week went by, Naruto got used to the training, so he doubled his training. Now we see the blonde-haired boy in front of a giant rock, next to his sensei, who was explaining to him what he had to do. He had to break that rock with only his bare hands. Naruto thought it was impossible, but he tried without stopping. His fists were bleeding, however, he continued until the end of the day. The next morning, Albafica woke up, got up, looked for his student, did not find him, quickly left the cabin, relaxed to see the sky blue-eyed man continuing to hit the stone. Then they did morning training. In Konoha, the village was in better condition, since Minato found out about the deal with Naruto, began to rule better. The corruption of the civil council was discovered. Also the economy improved too much, since the last mentioned spent the village's money, not theirs, but could not prove Danzo's dark dealings, could only assume that he wanted Shusui's eye for the Kodo Amatsukami, so to protect him. Along with Hiruzen, they gave him the mission to search for Naruto with Itachi throughout the elemental continent. No matter how long it was, it should be said that they immediately assumed why he did it, so they did not complain. Even Fugaku Uchiha, leader of the Uchiha clan, with a bad feeling, confided in his youngest son Sasuke Uchiha, who saw Minato as his uncle. Occurring days after the departure of both Uchihas on their mission, the massacre of said clan, it should be noted that the civil leaders Hamura and Koharu, thanks to being covered by Danzo, could not fulfill her plans of forcing in Uchiha to become a weapon, so they took it upon themselves to instill the ideas of greatness and being a god in Ru Uzumaki with the help of his mother. Minato, my son, how are you? He wondered as he walked through the village. Hello, Oto-san, a red-haired boy greeted with some resentment. When will you forget the useless demon? He questioned with hatred. Minato, Ru, stop it. He's not a demon. He's your brother, and I'll never forget it, he replied angrily. Ru, well, goodbye. I'm better than the devil, he exclaimed with pride, running away. Minato, how you spoiled him, Kushina. At that moment Sasuke arrives. Sasuke, hey Uncle Minato, is there any news about Naruto? Minato, no Sasuke, but don't worry, I already informed your brother of everything, so what's happening won't go unnoticed. Sasuke, I understand. Minato, I just hope Naruto trains and gets strong. He promised to return for the Chunin exams, but it's not entirely certain, since I have a feeling. Sasuke, it's okay. Minato, I'll tell my student to train you. You must become strong, since enemies will not only emerge from outside the village, but also from within. Sasuke, whatever you say, man. Chapter 3. Training and New Teachers. It's been years since Naruto arrived where Albafica and began training to become a Golden Saint. It should be said that his training was compared to hell if you compare that to shinobi training. He made Naruto say that his training with Itachi and Shursui was a simple caress, at least physically, since in the handling of the cosmos it was quite different from the handling of chakra. But the advances they had were gigantic since he discovered the purpose that the shadow clones, when they disappeared, they transmitted what they learned to the original. That not only surprised Naruto but Albafica, since the training that a knight did in more time, Naruto did it in much less time. In addition to the clones were more resistant thanks to the cosmos. Albafica, Naruto, let me tell you that you have surprised me. You are a prodigy. Not only did you awaken the cosmos at an early age, but you have trained extremely hard, having a level at that of a silver saint. Naruto, thank you, Albafica-sensei. Albafica, it's time for you to practice your aim with the roses. It will surely be familiar to you since it's like using the shinobi kunais. Naruto, HAI. 6 months passed while Naruto trained his rose handling, starting with his first technique, the Royal Demonic Roses. He also practiced hand-to-hand combat with his master, so he wasn't just a ranged attacker. But what caught his attention was that during one of his training sessions with Albafica, they were near the exit of the demonic rose field and managed to spot 2 silhouettes that became familiar to Naruto. Naruto leaving the field with his teacher, Itachi and Shursui, so here you were smiling. Itachi, I see you haven't wasted your time. Naruto, I haven't been training with Albafica-sensei. Albafica, it's a pleasure to meet those who have trained Naruto and supported him in his home village. Itachi, the pleasure is ours. And Naruto, I know it's sudden but your father misses you. Naruto, I know I left without saying goodbye, but I couldn't stand being there any longer. I wanted to do good, help others, but they treated me like a demon just for having the QB sealed inside me. Shursui, we know, and we had to go out looking for you at your father's request. Since we had to bring you this, he gives him a speech with ninja techniques since in part the mission was to escape from Danzo. Naruto, what does that mummy want now? Itachi, he wants Shursui's eyes, and at this point, what my father and yours sent us on this mission will surely eliminate the Uchiha clan, leaving Sasuke alive. But Sasuke stayed with Minato, so he won't make it easy for the mummies. Naruto, do you think Sasuke is that easy to manipulate, or will you give everything to Ru? Shursui, we don't know. Albafica, that village is indeed corrupt. Itachi, not all, there are good people, but out of fear they have allowed themselves to be manipulated. Naruto, that's why I'm getting stronger. Plus Albafica-sensei trains me very hard and I appreciate that because now I could fight you two alongside Kakashi and I and even beat you. Itachi, I'd like to see that. Naruto, sensei, can I fight as a test to see how much I've improved and to correct myself? Albafica, that's right, just don't poison anyone. Shursui, what does Albafica-san mean? Albafica, you will see the field behind us is a field of poisonous roses. They are known as Royal Demonic Roses. Naruto has become accustomed to being in that garden, so his blood has become a deadly poison, and he is quite skilled at using the roses to fight. Naruto, sensei, I only know how to use the real demonic roses, although I would like to learn more techniques. Albafica, you'll do it in time, but now is the time to see your hand-to-hand combat. Itachi, time to see how much you've improved in hand-to-hand combat. A minute fight later where Itachi was at a disadvantage even with his Sharingan active due to Naruto's speed and ended up losing. Shursui, wow, what a great improvement, by the way, that was just speed, right? Albafica, that's right. Naruto can move at the speed of sound, and will soon improve to light speed, and your disciple will improve even more. Albafica, we will join as your teachers. Albafica, Cheyenne and Asmita, it's nice to see you back and alive. Cheyenne, in my case, I have not died yet since I remained as Patriarch of the Sanctuary, but I gave this position to Shaka, former Knight of Virgo. Albafica, wow, I didn't think Asmita's successor would be a Patriarch. Asmita, I also see that the boy has potential, so even if I am dead but thanks to Athena I am here, I will teach him my techniques. Cheyenne, in that case I suppose the two young men who have protected your disciple will want to train, since I have heard the story, so don't worry, young men. Albafica, what's new about the sanctuary? After an explanation of the latest events at the shrine, plus clarifying the doubts that Itachi and Shursui had, plus the surprise of Naruto as a new Pisces knight and the arrival of Orpheus of Lyra since he was sent from the shrine to join Naruto's team, the training of the two aspiring knights began and Naruto's training with Albafica continued. As Asmita was in charge of teaching him to meditate and manage the cosmos better than Albafica, along with some Virgo techniques, just as Cheyenne was in charge of teaching the blonde some Aries techniques. The Pandora's box of the Andromeda armor even arrived, with Naruto learning its techniques, as Shursui and Itachi learned about cosmos and used meditation with Asmita. They were unknowingly elevating their cosmos to the level of a bronze saint. Chapter 4: Training and Return to Konoha. 4 months have passed since his reunion with Itachi and Shursui, followed by the appearance of Asmita and Cheyenne. During that time, Naruto managed to advance considerably in his understanding of the cosmos. Despite being only 9 years old, Naruto was able to fully grasp his sixth sense and begin to understand his seventh sense, thanks to Asmita's guidance and advice, as well as helping him with meditation. But that was the least of it in the other years that passed, since by the time Cheyenne, Asmita, Itachi and Shursui arrived, Naruto was only years old. After years of training, with Cheyenne he learned to use his telekinesis, his Stardust Revolution attack, the crystal barrier along with the improvement that Cheyenne taught him, the crystal wall, the starlight extinction from his apprentice Mu, in addition to training him hand to hand. This amazed him since despite only having the high cosmos without even awakening the golden night cosmos, he managed to dominate them in a short time. Orpheus of Lyra taught him to play the lyre, as well as some techniques, such as the string serenade, final chord, and nocturne chord. After finishing teaching him, he gave him his armor so that he could pass unnoticed and not directly with the golden armor, in addition to his lyre. With Asmita it was a different achievement, learning only her Kun techniques since Asmita told him that the Virgo techniques are intended for the saints of the Virgin, but Asmita's most important achievement was the fact that she managed to teach him and use the seventh sense, the cosmos of a golden night. In addition, thanks to her help, he was able to meet Kurama and make him an ally. It was even Asmita himself who broke Kurama's seal to such an extent that Naruto began to call him Kurama and I. With Albafica he managed to master all the Pisces night techniques, the Royal Demon Roses, the Piranha Roses, the Bloody Rose, the Crimson Thorns, as well as Gold Knight hand-to-hand combat, and improving his speed to move at the speed of light, learning everything. He also trained with Itachi and Shursui, as far as chakra was concerned, since Minato himself had given them jutsus to teach him. The speed with which Naruto learned in that field was incredible, a prodigy, or so it seemed, but much of it was due to Albafica's training. Something that even surprised him with the training with Itachi and Shursui was an attack by Danzo's root forces, but he surprised the Uchiha with the attack he carried out, the real demonic roses, killing almost all of the root Anbu, leaving only one, which was a boy his same age named Sai, to which the blonde realizes what Danzo has made him suffer, giving him a second chance as his partner and friend. Something that Itachi and Shursui did not understand, but thanks to Asmita they understood. Since with meditation and an ability of the former saint of Virgo they saw the life and training of the boy. They only felt empathy for him and decided to help him have as much as possible the life that he could not, understanding the reason for Naruto's distance due to his poisoned blood. The training continued. Itachi, despite being a prodigy when it comes to chakra and combat, went through hell to awaken his cosmos. With Shursui it was similar, but without a doubt the one who had it difficult was Sai, who was going through the same hell. He thought that Root's training was a simple caress, but even so he did not give up and continued. In Konoha, only Minato remained calm along with Sasuke that Naruto would return, although nostalgia often affected them, being noticed by Mito, who did her best to keep them from falling into depression. Sasuke trained with Kakashi, managing to obtain the Kama Sharingan in his eyes, learning to use the Chidori and some more jutsus, in addition to a new member joining Mighty Guy, who also loved Naruto, since he trained him in physical while Itachi and Shursui in jutsus. He also showed concern, but seeing the calm and patience of the Hokage he only chose to remain calm, since according to Minato worrying and suffering from depression would only make things worse. With Danzo, things were no different. 3 of his root Anbu's missions had gone out, and none had returned. Only one member arrived alive, only to fall dead in front of the bandaged old man, with a white rose on his chest that was turning red. This only increased Danzo's anger, since even having an alliance relationship with Orochimaru, he could not discover the power of said rose. Back with Naruto. Naruto could be seen next to Albafica, who wore a smile of pride for his disciple within the field of demonic roses. Albafica, Naruto, in these years that you have trained with me, you have advanced a lot. You became a gold saint at such an age that even Regulus of Leo himself would feel envy, since until this moment he had been the youngest gold saint. You have proven to be noble, and to be willing to give your life for those you want to protect, those who appreciate you. It is time for you to show those who look down on you how you have become a beautiful but deadly flower. Naruto, thank you sensei. Bowing, it is time to show the new most beautiful warrior between the earth and the sky, to show the beauty and terror of my roses. That is why I, Naruto, new Golden Knight under the constellation of Pisces and new guardian of the 12th house of the sanctuary, swear loyalty not only to my principles of keeping the innocent safe, of giving a second chance to whoever deserves it, but to put my life at risk to defend not only them but also our goddess Athena, whom I swear to serve until the end of my life. Increasing his cosmos along with that of Albafica, Cheyenne and Asmita to attract the armor. At that moment a golden light revealed the Pisces armor that had been worn by his direct ancestor Aphrodite of Pisces. Naruto, O legendary armor that has been used by the most beautiful and strong knights, I ask you to give me your strength and help me fight against those who seek evil for the innocent. That is why I ask you to help me in my fight, he said while emanating his golden cosmos, and the armor also releases its cosmos that connects with Naruto's. That is why I ask you to fight by my side, by my Pisces. At that a golden flash then revealed Naruto wearing the Pisces armor. Naruto let his hair grow like his master's, and even using a little cosmos along with the help of Cheyenne and Aphrodite he managed to change his hair color. Itachi from outside the garden. He looks imposing. Asmita, the first time you put on the armor you feel that smiling. Cheyenne, I remember that, and the boy also proved to be a mini Regulus since he has the same ability, he said while laughing a little. Sure Sway, it's amazing, he looks incredibly powerful. Sigh, it looks incredible, and I also think that if Danzo sees him with that armor he will want to replicate it. Asmita, the gold armor cannot be replicated, and if that Danzo were to kill Naruto, it would return to the shrine. Not even the silver and bronze armor. Itachi, just for safety if he returns to the village he should carry Orpheus's. After leaving the garden and a couple of celebrations later. Naruto, Cheyenne-sensei. Cheyenne, tell me Naruto. Naruto, is it possible to combine 2 armors? I mean, I'd like to be able to use the lyre from the Orpheus armor with the Pisces one. Cheyenne, it has never been tried, but as far as I know you can use the lyre even without the armor. Naruto, incredible. Itachi, Naruto, I think it's time to return to Konoha. Naruto, that's right, I want to see those who stayed behind. Sensei, I'd be honored if you could come and meet them. Asmita, with pleasure. Cheyenne, it will be a pleasure. Albafica, I would like to meet my disciple's father. Naruto, then tomorrow we start the journey to Konoha with a determined face. Chapter 5 Konoha and Genin Exams. Previously, Naruto, then tomorrow we will set off for Konoha with a determined face. Present, we can see Naruto and Albafica leaving the field of roses, each holding the Pandora box with the Pisces symbol. Cheyenne, Naruto, wait, I want you to apply Cosmos on the Pandora box. Naruto, HAI applying Cosmos. The Pandora box turned into a necklace with the Pisces symbol, which Naruto wore, in addition to wearing Lyra's armor. Albafica gathered several flowers from the garden and, with her cosmos and the help of Cheyenne and Asmita, created a cosmos dome so that no one except Naruto or Albafica could enter the garden of real demonic roses. Itachi, follow us this way. Sure Sway, we will guide you to the Leaf Village. Sigh, hey Naruto, are you anxious? Naruto, if I'm honest, a little. I miss my loved ones, and by the way hand seals come out. Kurama, stretch your legs. Kurama, Minigir, I wanted to sleep. Grrrr. Naruto with a chibi face, damn lazy. The rest watched this with a drop of sweat and Asmita couldn't hide a small laugh. which the Gold Saints Cheyenne and Albafica found strange since the Virgo Saint who never showed emotions was laughing, but they didn't give it much importance. Kurama, hey, what will happen when you see the Gaki? Itachi, I don't think they'll recognize him. I mean his hair is light blue like Albafica's. Sure sway, I just hope they don't want to take my eyes off comic tears. Naruto, if you want to do it, I'll make you feel the beauty of my roses, smiles grimly. Cheyenne, Naruto, don't you think you're being a bit sadistic? Asmita, showing the Cancer Knights that illusion was a mistake, I think, and mine. How could I have made that mistake, being the man closest to God? Albafica, calm down, it was better for him to see it, and that would happen since we know that Cancer isn't the only sadistic type. Cheyenne, it's true, Scorpio is too. Itachi, I'm surprised that just seeing them makes me sadistic. Naruto, well, that's it, I'll cut it out now, they can't stand a joke. Sure sway, you're a terrible actor. Naruto with a depressed aura, damn Uchihas who don't appreciate good acting. Itachi, yes, and your godfather Jiraiya isn't perverted mockingly. Naruto, okay, let's continue. Daytime skip walking towards Konoha. Naruto and his group were at the entrance of the village showing shinobi sleeping. Naruto, those two don't change with a drop of sweat. Cheyenne, if they were from the sanctuary, at least a week in prison. Albafica, you're right. Itachi, I see. Sure sway, I have an idea. Naruto, I'm listening. So I hear Shursei's idea, let's do it. He does a transformation jutsu turning into Kurama, changing his face to that of a psychopath. Itachi, for his part, adopted the form of Madara Uchiha with a jutsu. Itachi, Madara, wow, we have here guards who will give me a good dance. Kurama, Naruto, two beings that will be destroyed by me, the great QB and no Yoko, ha 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 ha. Isamo, don't kill me, I have family, kill him. Kotetsu, if what he said, wait, what? Naruto returning to his original form. Ha 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 ha, you should have seen their faces. Itachi, they know they have to be careful, it's a miracle no one attacks Konoha. Isamo, it's good to see Itachi and Shursei, and Naruto, don't you recognize me? Feigning sadness, while pointing at his cheeks. Kotetsu, Naruto, is that you? Naruto, if it's me, how have you been? Isamo, very well, and you? It's good to see you're returning to the village. Naruto, I've been good, well, I'll go see my father, let's go. Teachers Cheyenne, Albafica and Asmita. Itachi, I'm going anyway, I must notify the Hokage. Sure sway, I'll go with you along with Sai. Minute time skip, in the Hokage's office. Knock knock knock. Minato, go ahead. Hello Hokage, it's Naruto, faking another voice with chakra. I have come to be a ninja of the leaf. Itachi thoughts, can't take his eyes off that paperwork. At that Minato looks up and sees Itachi and Shursei. Minato, Itachi, Shursei didn't expect to see them. Macho tear falling. Shursei, and we are not the only ones who have come. Naruto, it's good to be back home, Dad. Minato seeing his now sky blue haired son. Naruto, it's you, leaving his paperwork. Falling to his knees crying. Naruto, yes father, it's me, a lot has happened, and I came back crying with joy. Minato, come son. Naruto, Dad, it's not that I don't want to receive and give you a hug, but I can, head down and with tears. Minato, why? Surprised. Naruto, I don't want to hurt you. Albafica, I can explain that. Naruto, Dad, meet my teacher Albafica. Minato, it's an honor to meet my son's teacher. Albafica, it is my honor to meet the father of my disciple. What Naruto means is that since he became my apprentice, he has been training in a field of real demonic roses, the most beautiful and deadly roses for their poison that exist. At that moment Minato paled, which made Naruto adapt to the poison, and turning his blood into a deadly poison. That is why Naruto does not want to harm you. Although it hurts him not to accept a hug from his father, he does it to protect you from his poison. Minato, I see, son, I'm surprised by that, but that doesn't mean we're leaving our father-son bond. Cheyenne, if you allow me, Albafica and Hokage-sama, I think Naruto can give and receive hugs since, remembering Aphrodite, his predecessor to the position Naruto holds today, he could hug and shake hands. Naruto with tears. Dad, hugging him with tears, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have left like that. I wanted to become strong to protect you and the others, and if I told you, you weren't going to let me go. Minato without breaking the hug. I know, but that's why I'm proud. At that Albafica is surprised since Minato was still alive, as was Naruto. Naruto, father, put on silence seals. We have to tell you something, but first, withdraw all the Anbus. Minato, Anbus, come out now. Anbus, as ordered. Naruto, I said, everyone, pointing to a bookcase. Minato, everyone has already left, son. Naruto, pulling out a black rose. Are you going to leave, or I will make you suffer the beauty of my roses? At that, an Anbu comes out of the root and disappears from the room. Minato, putting silence seals. Everything is already sealed. So Naruto, Albafica and the others began to explain to Minato about what he did and about the boy's power. Needless to say, Minato was more than surprised, because knowing that his son was stronger than the Kages together, but that surprise turned into pride for his son's hard work. They even told him about Sai and how he became Naruto's friend and became a comrade in arms. Minato, wow, you've trained, son. I'm very proud. Now I hope you can assume the leadership of the clan since you are my heir. Naruto, I will, but what happened to my brothers? Minato, we'll see you later. Now take this and head to school. I'll talk to your teachers. You know the genin exams are tomorrow, and you don't want to miss them. Naruto, HAI. Chapter 6 Tests. When our blonde saint arrived at the academy, he knocked on the door, and a minute later it opened, revealing a shinobi whose main characteristic was a horizontal scar that runs from cheek to cheek, passing over his nose. Irika, how can I help you? Naruto only showed the paper that his father, the Yondaime Hokage, had given him, to which the teacher only asked him to wait. Irika. Okay, everyone, be quiet, said the Chunin, being ignored by his students. Students. Blah 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 blah. Everyone ignore the teacher, they said. Irika, GGGRRR, shut up for once, shouted the Chunin using his demonic head jutsu, thus managing to put order in his classroom. Okay, now that everyone is paying attention, I would like to introduce you to your new partner who will be taking the genin tests with you. Sakura. But Irika-sensei, that's unfair. We were here at the academy for years. Ino, the big forehead, is right, sensei. Irika, these are orders from the Yondaime Hokage. So you may introduce yourself. Naruto entered the classroom and proceeded to introduce himself, still having a rose in his mouth. Naruto, my name is Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki. I am the son of the Yondaime Hokage, and after a journey of hard training I will join the village of Konoha as a ninja. Ru, this is my useless brother. I'll crush him in the exams. Sasuke, it can't be. They told me he was dead. Stans, hey Dobe, where the hell have you been? Hugging Naruto. Naruto, I miss you too. Theme. At that, Naruto sat next to Sasuke to take the written exam, which was not a big deal since he finished it in minutes, surprising everyone. Irika, oh Naruto, I see you're done, but don't you want to check it? Naruto, no, I know I'll get a good grade with this. Then he proceeds to go to the courtyard, where upon exiting he realizes that the entire village, along with his father and teachers, are outside watching who came out. With Minato. Itachi, I knew I would be the first. Sure, Sway, moving at light speed makes it amazing. Albafica, being first in a written exam isn't a big deal, but watching the practice is the exciting thing. I just hope I don't poison anyone with the roses. Asmita, from what I feel, Naruto started meditating. Cheyenne, you gave him that hobby, my friend, but thanks to that his power increases a lot. With the other spectators. Kushina, damn, Rouge should have come out first. Tsum, wow, wasn't that your oldest son? Kushina, don't mention it. I don't understand how Minato still loves him, being a demon. Tsum, but I wonder, wasn't he blonde? Look at his light blue hair now. Kushina, he was blonde, and if he's light blue now, I don't care. With Minato. At that moment, Jiraiya and Hiruzen join in. Hiruzen, wow, I see that what you said, Minato, is true. Naruto is light-haired. Jiraiya, but I'm curious what he's doing. Asmita, our pupil is meditating. It is a way for the mind and body to be calm. It even helps to raise its power. Jiraiya, I see. I'm sorry for my rudeness. I am the great Sannin of the Toads. Jiraiya. Asmita, my name is Asmita. I am known as the man closest to God and Naruto's teacher. Albafica, I am Albafica, Naruto master. Cheyenne, soy Cheyenne, master of Naruto. Jiraiya, wow, so my godson had great teachers. I hope to see how much he improved in his training. Smiling. Albafica, see for yourself, my apprentice is an incredible warrior. After minutes, Naruto decided to stop meditating and take out his lyre, playing a song that only his teachers recognized, and he surprised Minato, Hiruzen, and Jiraiya with the skills of his son/godson/adopted grandson. Those who listened were amazed by such beautiful music. They even felt a great sadness which was transmitted by the boy. After an hour, all the genin candidates finished leaving. Iruka, well, the second part will be about genjutsu, where all of you must get out of the genjutsu in the shortest time possible. So if you are ready, let's begin. It took the civilians minutes to leave, while the clan members only took minutes with the exception of Kiba Inuzuka who took minutes. In the stands, Kushina was making fun of the son of her former teammate and friend Sim. With Minato there was no other reaction than to see what his son did. With Naruto, Iruka, okay, now it's Naruto Namake's turn. When saying that name the villagers were filled with hatred and talked behind everyone's back. Kushina just smiled at being treated like that. But Minato was upset by what they said about his son. It was no different with his teachers. Even Asmita had an annoyed face and wanted to get them into the paths. Naruto walked forward to the test site and nodded as he was ready. A ninja launched an illusion attack at him, but with a simple kai from Naruto, he managed to break the illusion in second. Minato couldn't be more proud of his son. Jiraiya and Hiruzen were stunned by what the boy did. With Kushina and the villagers, the reactions were of fury, astonishment, and in some cases respect. Iruka, incredible second, regaining some composure now with kunai and shuriken throwing. With Minato, Mr. Albafica, can Naruto use weapons or not? Albafica, no, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean it's not surprising. With the examinees, Iruka, okay, let's start. Civilians between and out of each weapon. With the clan heirs things were varied, the weakest like Ino and Sakura only made of each weapon, while the vast majority except Mito, Ru and Sasuke made between and out of each weapon. Mito managed to make out of each weapon, Ru managed to get in kunais and in shurikens, and Sasuke out of each weapon. Ru, get over it, loser. At that moment Albafica speaks to his student. Albafica, Naruto, you are prohibited from using weapons, remember. Naruto, that's right, sensei. But I'll show my aim with something else. He smiles, letting Albafica know what he wanted to do. Nobody understood anything, the others wondered who he was. Naruto at that moment took out a black rose, which caught the attention of everyone, even the leader of the Yamanaka clan. Since black roses did not exist, his companions also showed doubts. But an idiot always has to ruin everything. Ru, ha ha ha, how pathetic, a rose. What are you going to do to bless everyone with a rose? Iruka, go ahead. Naruto, proceed to continue your exam. Naruto could only smile at this. He would make his brother eat his words. Naruto, piranha roses, throwing the black rose, which split, hitting all the white ones, destroying them, and if they continued they would reach a wall where they left gaps. No one could believe what they saw, and a doubt arose, as black roses could be so destructive. With Minato, Albafica, the black rose destroys everything it touches. Minato, I must assume that is one of the techniques Naruto uses. Asmita, that's right. With the graduates, Ru, what the buck did the bastard do? Kiba, Akamaru, what was that? Ino, what are those black roses? Myth, if Nei-san is amazing. In the stands, Tsum, what was that? Kushina, I have no idea, but how can a rose do that? With Iruka, okay, now we'll move on to the ninjutsu tests. The civilians made replacement, and academy jutsus, and the heirs made academy jutsus and some of their clan. With Naruto, the light blue-haired boy performed several jutsus that Itachi and Shursui taught him. His elements were fire, wind and water, among them the Rasengan, which surprised Minato since he did it with great ease. Iruka, well, with this we will start the fights. Chapter 7, Fights and Equipment. Albafica, Naruto, don't poison anyone. Naruto, I wanted to show the beauty of my roses. Sad face. Asmita, you know you can use your lyre, its powerful smiles. Cheyenne, even when you least expect it, your will makes you not give up. Now go and fight and show what you are. Naruto, I will do it, senseis. With Iruka, the fights happen like in the anime. Naruto versus a civilian. He only had to move at the speed of light and hit him in the back of the head, leaving him unconscious. With Minato, Hiruzen, was that the Hirayan? Jiraiya, I don't think so. I didn't see any hand poses, it was pure speed. Itachi, so he only moved at the speed of light. Albafica, I see you noticed. Shursui, although it pains me to admit it, it's faster, even with the Sharingan, it's not noticeable. But hey, training with it helps. We can now move at the speed of sound at least. Naruto vs. Kiba. Kiba, hey girl, let's see what you have. Naruto with marked vein. Albafica sensei, can I use them? Albafica, no. Naruto, well, I wanted to show you the beauty of my roses, but it didn't work. Kiba, Fong over Fong. Pathetic Naruto, I can clearly see that movement taking his lyre string nocturne. Kiba, but what receives the attack full in the middle of his jutsu that hurt me, idiot. Naruto, if you complain about the pain, you don't deserve to be a ninja launching himself body to body against Kiba. The battle was pure taijutsu, but Naruto had a clear advantage. His speed and strength were superior. But in a stroke of luck, Kiba broke the layer hiding Naruto's armor, revealing Lyra's armor in all its splendor. Kiba, what is that? What strange outfit is that? Naruto, I see you broke my cloak. Well, what can I do? It surprises you, right? With the genins. Ru, that armor should be mine. Sakura, outshines Sasuke. Ino, she looks beautiful. Hinata, gives off a strange aura. With Minato, that armor. Albafica, it is the lyre armor. Hiruzen, it's magnificent. Itachi, and to think that he has the chains of Andromeda and that thanks to Cheyenne idea. Cheyenne, I actually only spoke that one time without knowing it was true. With Kushina, that armor should be Ru's. Wow, that armor looks nice. But will it hold up against Kiba? With Naruto. Kiba, that armor won't save you, Gatsua. Naruto, let's see if you can handle this nebular chain, taking out chains and hitting Kiba, leaving him knocked out. TCH, it didn't last. Iruka, winner Naruto Namikaze. Fights that are the same as in the anime. Iruka, next combat Naruto Namikaze vs. Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke, let's see how you improved. Naruto, I was waiting for this. Iruka, they begin. Sasuke, fire style fireball jutsu. Naruto, spinning defense. The attack hits, but they see Naruto intact, being protected by the chains. Naruto, my defense is amazing. Sasuke, fine hand to hand. Naruto, I'll wait for you. Thus they engaged in a high-speed taijutsu fight with Sasuke, who had a blade Sharingan and was able to predict some of the blows, but was still at a disadvantage. Naruto, this is taking too long. Andromeda Nebula with his chains, he grabs Sasuke, immobilizing him. Sasuke, TCH, let me go. Naruto, no. Iruka, Naruto wins since Sasuke is immobilized. Naruto, go win you theme. Sasuke, it was double luck. Iruka, okay. Ru goes up. Ru, I'll tear you apart, loser. With Kushina, Sochi defeat him in a humiliating way. You're excited, aren't you? With Minato, he's too spoiled. With Naruto. Iruka, let's begin. Ru, fire release fire dragon jutsu. Naruto just smiles and takes out a black rose. Ru, I won. The loser is more than dead. Naruto, you look confident holding the black rose. Ru, but what does that black rose mean? Naruto, the black rose destroys everything it touches. Get ready, piranha roses. Ru, shit, dodging the roses as best he can. Damn, take this Rasengan, making a smokescreen. With Minato, how did you learn that? Jiraiya, don't look at me. I didn't teach it to him. With Naruto, wow, was that an attack? It didn't even damage my armor, emerging unscathed from the dust. Ru, impossible. With Kushina, impossible. With Minato, Jiraiya, he doesn't have a single scratch. It's incredible. Minato, those armors are really strong. Asmita, even the bronze ones would resist that power. Hiruzen, amazing. With Naruto. Ru, damn, I order you to give me your armor. Naruto, and why should I do it? Ru, only I, the next shinobi god, deserve it. Naruto, you are an idiot, but I will take care of correcting it. Final chord playing his lyre. Ru, shit, your strings won't do anything to me. Falls asleep. Iruka, Naruto winner and rookie of the year. Daytime skip. Iruka, well, the equipment will be given to the genins. The teams will be the same as in the anime. Just add Ru and Mito to team, and senseis Kakashi Hatake and Shursui Uchiha. Itachi will also help. Iruka, well, tomorrow your teachers will come, so enjoy this well-deserved rest. He gets into a sleeping bag that God knows where it came from, and jumps rolling. In the world of My Hero Academia, a professor with a drug addict's face and a sleeping bag sneezes. Aizawa, it seems someone is following my steps. Whoever it is fills me with pride. He goes to sleep. In the world of Naruto, everyone went to celebrate, and in Naruto's case they went to the Namikaze mansion, since to his surprise Cheyenne would join as a teacher of team, and they celebrated the boy's ascension. Only Naruto, Sasuke and Mito would know about it. Chapter 8. Team was at the academy, waiting for one of their teachers, who hadn't arrived. Everyone was a little desperate, but Naruto wasn't. He told Sasuke to stay calm and say they weren't coming yet, so he decided to play his lyre. Sasuke, not bad dobe, you play very well. Sakura, that instrument should be Sasuke-kun's. Myth, a great fangirl will ruin the team. Ru, only a shinobi god should have that armor. Naruto, if you want armor, train, stop being conceited, stop believing yourself to be a god and be chosen by one you will get it. Until then, I will not give anything of mine. Sasuke, will you teach me how to play? Naruto, then I feel our sensei's approaching. Kakashi, well in the building now. Sure Sway, sorry but we were just talking haha. Cheyenne, don't worry, the delay only affects the person next to me pointing at Kakashi reading the Aika. Time jump on the roof of a building. Kakashi, well, introduce yourselves. Sakura, and how do we do it? Can you give an example? Kakashi, my name is Kakashi Hatake. My likes and dislikes do not interest you and my dreams were not lost along the path of life. Sure Sway, it's me, I'm Sure Sway Uchiha, my likes are training, I have no dislikes, and my dream is to fight alongside the one I consider my little brother. Cheyenne, I continue, I will be direct, I do not come from the elemental nations, but from outside this continent. My name is Cheyenne, former Golden Knight of Ares, I come from Athens, Greece, my tastes are defending the innocent. My dislikes are those who wish evil and my dream I do not have. Kakashi, you follow your bubblegum hair. Sakura, my name is Sakura Haruno, my like sees Sasuke and screams. My dislikes are those who showed off in the Genin test and my dream sees Sasuke and screams. Kakashi, a cool fangirl, you follow your emo black hair. Sasuke, I am Sasuke Uchiha, my likes are training, my dislikes are those who kill clans just for power. And my dream is to surpass the dobe pointing at Naruto. Kakashi, you follow, spoiled tomato. Ru, I am Ru Uzumaki, my likes are ramen, my dislikes are my stupid blonde brother and father, my dream is to be the shinobi god. Kakashi, you follow your Naruto. Naruto, I am Naruto Namake's current silver knight under the constellation of Lyra, my likes are fighting and defending those I care about, my dislikes are arrogant and abusive people and my dream is to be a great knight. Kakashi, oh well, tomorrow we'll wait for you for a test at training camp. No. You're advised not to eat breakfast. Leaves with a smoke bomb. Cheyenne, well, I'll see you tomorrow, young people. Naruto, okay, I'll go train. Sasuke, are you coming? Sasuke, yes. Sakura, Sasuke-kun go on a date with me. Sasuke, no. Naruto, you're a squirrel. Sakura, and why with Naruto? Are they? Sasuke, no, I just want to train. Naruto, besides, my face resembling a rose is not a big deal, since roses are the most deadly and dangerous flowers in the world. Both friends go to the Namake's complex. Time skip to the next day. The test is the same as in the anime. Just like the missions and the cat thing. So we're going straight to the mission in the Land of Waves. You've already met Tazuna. Cheyenne, well, it's time to go. Sakura, but why doesn't Naruto use weapons? Cheyenne, the rules of the Knights imply the prohibition of using weapons, except for the Libra armor that has them, and only the wearer of said armor if the situation warrants it is the one who remains consent and one of the weapons of Libra. Sakura, but what about the lyre? Naruto, I use the lyre to do my techniques, so it doesn't count as a weapon. They continued talking about trivial things until they reached puddles. Naruto, String Nocturne playing his lyre, shooting an electric shock. From the puddles are formed the same renegade ninjas from the original series, only this time, they are killed by Naruto with a white rose. Naruto, bloody rose. The ninjas fell heavily to the ground, while the white rose turned red. This terrified the genins except Sasuke. Naruto, I told you Sakura that roses are the most beautiful and deadly flowers in the world. Kakashi, but what was that rose? How did you do that without making hand seals? Naruto, knights don't use chakra, and we don't need ridiculous hand positions, since we use a different energy. Cheyenne, that energy is called cosmos, a small universe within each one. Ru, I order you to teach me that. Naruto, even if you wanted to, you wouldn't learn it. Ru annoyed, why? Cheyenne, by accustoming your body to only one type of energy, you are prevented from using the others. Ru, but since the useless one also has chakra, in that comes a Kurama mini. Kurama, because the puppy trained both energies since he was little. Those who didn't know about Kurama, Kyubii. Kakashi, Naruto, how did you free him? Naruto, I did it because it's annoying to hear the snoring he does all the time. Kurama, sleeping is an art, goes to Tizuna's and falls asleep. Everyone, how lazy with anime-style sweat drops. Chapter 9. The road to Tizuna's house was quiet until Kakashi's scream alerted them. Kakashi, get down on the ground. Everyone throws themselves. Kurama, zzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzz. Naruto, one of those who surely wants a rematch. No Sabuza? Sabuza, damned effeminate, I'll have my revenge. Naruto, I don't think so, Rope Knight. Sabuza, damned liar. Kakashi, Naruto, let me fight him. Sabuza, Kakashi of the Sharingan, our fight must wait. I want a rematch against Dagaki. Naruto, are you still upset because I beat you? Get over it. Cheyenne, young Sasuke wants a cup of tea. Kurama wakes up and grows bigger. Fight in silence, let your neighbor sleep. Everyone with a drop of sweat that the strongest of the Biju is a hopeless slacker. Cheyenne, that's it? Sure sway, I felt it, some specters are approaching. Sabuza, well that's enough, I accept my defeat. Gaki. Naruto, so soon and I didn't even show you the beauty of my roses, crying comically. Sabuza, I'm leaving now and Tizuna, take care. Gato has more than mercenaries ready. Haku, Narukun. Naruto, oh Lady of Ice. Haku, what do you think showing a revealing dress if Haku is a woman? Naruto, you look good, but remember that I only have one love and she is not with us but in Konoha. Haku pouting, someone beat an Adonis this time, but it won't be my final defeat. Everyone leaves. Sasuke, Dobe, do you understand that you had a pretty girl in front of you? Naruto, you know who I like. Sasuke, you're hopeless. Chapter 10. Team had arrived at Tizuna's house. Something that surprised was that Naruto did not appear to be a ninja like Cheyenne. At that moment Inari enters. Inari, and no matter what you do, Cat will kill you all. You don't know what that guy is. Losing someone on his orders. Naruto, do you think I don't know what it means to suffer? My mother hates me. She thinks I'm Kurama, pointing at the sleeping fox, taking a snot bubble out of his nose. Since I was years old I lived a shitty life. The villagers of my town hunted me like I was an animal. I only had my father the Hokage, the Sandaime, my uncle Fugaku, the team behind me pointing at Sasuke, and the family of a restaurant. I had to flee my village to become strong. Do you know what that is at least? I found a teacher who is my second father. He taught me everything I know and I did something that doesn't let me hug my father. From being with him, sharing moments, I turned my blood into a deadly poison that kills on contact. Do you know what it is to be alone? It seems not. Taking a sigh, Master Cheyenne, Kakashi-sensei, Shursui and I retired to train. Cheyenne, go. Inari, is that true? Cheyenne, that's right. Kakashi, he's right. The village hates him and even more his own brother and mother. Cheyenne, and as a knight he carried out that deadly training. His blood is the most lethal poison on earth. Everyone is left thinking about the house, except for a little-haired boy who mentally cursed his blonde brother, while smiling at the path his brother has. Naruto had retreated to the forest. He knew that Haku and Sabuza were nearby, so he moved away so as not to attract their attention. Sabuza was a good opponent, someone he could fight whenever he wanted, and Haku was well a stalker for him. He was right that they camped in that place to be able to wait to return to Kiri, and to his relief they didn't work for cats. Night came and Naruto had returned to Tizuna's house, but what he saw shocked him. Inari, I would like to apologize to you, Naruto-san, showing tears. Naruto, you shouldn't worry, crouching, the one who should apologize is me. I didn't behave like a gentleman, as I was instructed. I hope you can accept my apologies, Inari. Inari, I accept them, Naruto and I. All this was observed by Cheyenne, who saw this smiling. As the week passed, there was no sign of any Kiri renegades addicted to swords and fighting, so they continued training. Cheyenne trained with Naruto, Mito, Sasuke and surprisingly Inari, who joined to train with his older brother figures, since he began to see them mentioned as such, in what refers to Cosmos, since although Sasuke was a prodigy, some time ago Itachi had sent a message with a crow to Minato, telling him to train some Cosmos with him and Mito. In the scroll everything was clarified on how to train it, to which the blonde Hokage accepted. The saint's surprise was that Sasuke was showing a violent Cosmos, something that reminded him of the current Ryoiki knight, so he decided that when he returned to the sanctuary, he would ask the knight to train the boy. With Mito it was something similar since her cosmos seemed to see a nebula. Something seen in the current Virgo night shun, the former Aries only thought about solving those issues in the sanctuary. With Inari it was different. A wolf constellation was observed when he briefly awakened his cosmos. Cheyenne only thought about Haruto the wolf to be his teacher. They all trained while being watched by Tazuna as he built the bridge and his daughter who gave them food and drink when required. On the last day, the bridge was ready to be inaugurated. Everyone was there, as after that, Inari would leave for Konoha to continue training with his older brother figures. Until Gojo shows up. Cat, wow, so the bridge is finished, ha ha ha, destroy it, and kill the men and leave the women alive. Serious Naruto. My Pisces showing him with shining golden armor, this will be your end, Cat. Lyra's cloth was assembled next to Sasuke and Mito. Everyone was surprised except Cheyenne and Shursui. Seeing Naruto in golden armor made him look imposing. Inari looked at him with stars in her eyes. Naruto, for the beautiful smiles of this village readying a black rose, leaving everyone with doubts. Cat, what are you going to do, bless us? He and his thugs laugh. Naruto just smiles. Piranha roses, the black roses hit the mercenaries at high speeds, leaving several badly hurt or near death due to how the black roses damaged them. Seeing that several people are approaching him, he takes out a red rose. Naruto, real demonic roses. More than mercenaries lay dead. In his team there were various expressions, the first doubts of how the roses could kill, the other fear of the power of the blonde-haired boy, one, coming from his brother, hatred and envy of his power, and finally astonishment of his relatives, plus the little stars in the eyes of his little brother Inari. Gojo was terrified. They had eliminated his thugs, but he couldn't escape due to the glass wall that Naruto made, leaving him at the mercy of the villagers who, to avoid trauma, only killed him with much suffering. So the days passed until the group, accompanied by little Inari, who would live in the Namikaze complex, left for Konoha. Chapter 11. After the mission to the Land of Waves, Naruto told his father about Inari, who agreed to let the boy live at the Namikaze compound while they trained in cosmology with the help of Cheyenne and Asmita. But Inari asked something that might have made them uncomfortable. Inari, excuse me, Mr. Asmita. Asmita, tell me, Inari, are you blind? Asmita, that's right, but that doesn't mean I can't see the colors of the world, and my senses are more developed. Inari with stars in her eyes, wow. Asmita, come meditate to clear your mind and be able to better manage the cosmos. Inari, hi. The others continued doing missions of varying rank for 2 months. So now we are at a meeting between Naruto and his master. Albafika, Naruto, you must go to the sanctuary when this is over. Naruto, I know. I feel a powerful cosmos coming from there. Besides, I think I'll take Inari to train at the sanctuary. I see potential in her. Albafika, and the others? Naruto, if you want to go I'll take you but I won't force you. Albafika, well said. Time skip week. Kakashi, okay team, I'll sign you up for the Chunin exams. Naruto, even if I disapprove, I still have to go to the shrine. Sai, I will go after all, I will be your squire. Smiles. Sasuke, I also want to become strong. Myth, I will go with an Isan. Cheyenne, I'll see that enthusiasm when they start training to become knights. And Naruto carries the Lyra cloth. Naruto, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to go see something, and yes, master, I always carry it. Elsewhere. Konohamaru, hey cat face, I already told you, sorry. You tripped over me, now you'll pay for it, dwarf. Naruto, if you don't want me to show you the beauty of my roses. Yeah, of course, aiming to hit the child. Naruto, string nocturne playing his lyre. Kangaroo? What did you do to him? Naruto, tell him to let it go. Kangaroo, I'll let it go, okay go, thanks Temari. Konohamaru, thank you Naruto and I. Naruto, go Konohamaru and prepare your things so we can leave after the exams. Oh, and Miss Temari, right? The aforementioned nods tell that redhead from that tree to stop spying. He's annoying, plus I can tell he's your brother, so he asks you to stop being so overprotective, winking at her. Temari blushing. Hai Gara stops spying. Gara, so you noticed me. Naruto, it's not very easy to find Kurama and I's brother's vessel. Gara, so you're a Jinchuriki. Naruto, that's right, I'm also a knight of Athena. Gara, mother says to stay away from you but. Naruto, tell Shikaka not to make you kill people who could be your friends or I'll teach him a lesson he won't forget. That surprised the Suna people greatly. Temari, how do you know that? Naruto, think about how Kurama told me about all the beasts. And I'm disappointed that such a powerful being as the Ichibi can turn its bearer into a bloodthirsty creature, taking away their chance to see the beauty of this life. And Gaara, you're not alone. He puts his hand on Gaara's shoulder. If you want, I can help you, friend. He smiles. Naruto then leaves. Gaara, he called me friend, smiling slightly. Kangaroo, Gaara smiled. Temari, it was cute. Gaara, shut up kangaroo or I'll kill you. Kangaroo, yes. With Naruto. Sasuke, you finally arrived. Oh, myth, if one-chan, where did you go? Pout. Rue, sure to waste your time, loser. Naruto, I went to see a topic with Konohamaru. Sakura, surely to play ninjas. How boring. Naruto, actually, so that they can be Knights of Athena. Which reminds me that some of you can come with me after the Chunin exams if you want. Sasuke, I'm going. Myth, me too. Sakura, if Sasuke-kun goes, I'll go. Rue, not me. Naruto, good. Everyone entered the academy to take the exam, which was taught by Ibiki Marino, one of the best ninja experts in torture, which made many break out in a cold sweat. Naruto, Sasuke and Mito had studied and knew what to do, so they were calm, and the meditations with Asmita helped them. Everything was exactly like in the anime, except that Naruto's speech was given by his sister Mito, and Enko's entrance to take them to the Forest of Death was the same as in the anime. Chapter 12, Forest of Death. The teams had entered after a situation with Enko and Kiba. It was the one in the anime, which made our saint break out in a sweat. With the protagonist team, Naruto, a team is following us. Sasuke, I noticed. Rue, they won't be able to beat me. Sakura, they won't be able to beat Sasuke-kun. Gaara, you need help, friend, smiling. Naruto, I see more than one team approaching. By the way, I see we have the same scroll. Gaara just nods. Good. Let's work together to beat those teams. Kumo Ninja, give us your roles. Kumo Ninja, yes, give it to him already. Kumo Ninja, if we don't kill them, give us that armor too. Naruto, Gaara, please stay behind. Clarification: Naruto always carries Lyra's cloth. Gaara, what will you do? Sasuke, don't kill them. Naruto, String Nocturne playing his lyre. Lightning bolts are launched, knocking out Kumo's group. Kangaroo, and what was that? Sasuke, his lyre is how he uses his techniques. Naruto, I see more groups coming. By the way, I took your roles, and what a coincidence, they are the ones both groups were looking for. Come on, friend. Gaara, thank you. Naruto, let's continue. After several minutes in the direction of the tower in the center of the forest. Naruto, go ahead. Sasuke, I felt it too. Grass Ninja, give me your scrolls and I'll let you live. Sasuke, stop pretending. Orochimaru, your smell gives you away. Orochimaru, Kukukuku, I see you've discovered me. Sasuke-kun stretching his neck. Sasuke, as if I'd let you catch me so you could put that curse on me. Naruto, Knight of Strings. Orochimaru, arg. Damn it. Naruto-kun, Kukuku, when I kill you I'll keep your armor and that weird lyre where you do your ninja techniques. Naruto, you underestimate us. Orochimaru, what? Sasuke, you underestimate us. We are not weak like ninjas. Naruto, if you noticed, we don't use chakra, and unlike the other genins, we don't train to be ninjas, we are knights. Orochimaru, if I capture them, I'll take that away from you. Naruto, I'm fed up with it. Sasuke, do it. Naruto, final chord. Orochimaru, Doton Dorihiki. Naruto, congratulations, you blocked my strings. But this is over. Deadly Serenade. Orochimaru, trying hard, failed to fall into that dream. Naruto, he'll sleep well for days. Sasuke, let's go. At the Namikaze mansion. Asmita, you do it well, young Inari. Inari, thank you, Asmita-sensei. Asmita, your Cosmos is a bronze saint, but to find out what techniques you'll learn, you'll have to wait until we go to the sanctuary. In the meantime, we'll train on controlling your Cosmos, using some techniques I remember. I'll teach you Pegasus meteors. Heh, thanks for that, Tenma. Inari Hai. Minute time skip at the central tower of the Forest of Death. Sakura, they took too long. Naruto, we just took care of a pedophile. Sasuke, that's right. Kakashi, well, they arrived sooner than I thought. Cheyenne, rest or train in these days left. Team Hai. Chapter 13. Preliminary fights. After the events of the Forest of Death, teams stayed training and resting, obtaining an improvement with the Cosmos. Sasuke had a Cosmos comparable to the Phoenix since it burned strongly, And Naruto expanded with force, polishing his techniques and developing others to have a wider repertoire of skills. Cheyenne, you're getting better, guys. Naruto and Sasuke, thank you, Sensei. Naruto suddenly looks to the side. Sensei, whose cosmos is this? Cheyenne, there are several somewhat weak signatures, but resembles that of a golden knight. Naruto, let me go, Sensei. Kakashi, you can't, you'll be disqualified if you go. Naruto only increased his cosmos of fury. Asmita, Naruto, what's happening? Naruto, Sensei, some cosmos signatures are a bit weak, but I can't go and help them. Can you? Asmita, I'll take care of it. Naruto, thanks, Sensei. Naruto, I asked Asmita Sensei to check it. Cheyenne nods. With Asmita and Inari. Inari, Sensei, what is that cosmos that we feel? Asmita, possibly some wounded knight who came from the sanctuary. Both were heading to the area where that cosmos was detected. Asmita, Minato, can you hear me? Just answer with your mind. Minato, what's happening? Asmita, I need Itachi and Shursui. Come where you feel my cosmos. Minato, and why is that? Asmita, some weak cosmos signatures, some wounded knights. With young Inari we won't be able to take everyone. Minato, I'll send help. Asmita, this cosmos is of. It can't be you are? Asmita, I am Asmita, former gold knight of Virgo, resurrected by Athena to train a knight of this continent. And you are? I am Seiya, golden knight of Sagittarius, and I managed to leave the sanctuary with them. Hello, I'm Shoryu from Dragon. Hello, I'm Soma from Leon Minor. I am Haruto de Lobo. I am Koga of Pegasus. I am Eden of Orion. I am Yuna from the Eagle. Asmita, you don't need to resent Goddess Athena. Sorry, Kido. Sorry, Asmita, how weak you've been. Asmita, don't worry, help will come. Itachi, Asmita-san, we are here with help. Haruto, ninjas? Koga, great. Asmita, stay calm, they will cure you. Shursui, calm down, after all our little brother is one of yours. Seiya, what do you mean? Asmita, the Pisces knight that Albafika trained is here. Koga, that the knight wasn't love? Seiya, no, since Albafika woke up from the previous holy war, he was given the mission to train the next Pisces knight, but I didn't expect it to come from here. Asmita, I'll take you to where we're staying, and rest Seiya and Athena, you're weaker. Seiya, Kiki and Harbinger must wait and resist. A flash appears. Seiya, Genbu, Shiryu. Shiryu, thanks to Athena they are fine. Genbu, are you Asmita? The ancestor of Asmita, Shaka of Virgo and Shurjima of Virgo. Genbu, but how? Asmita, Athena, Haruto, Soma, Koga and I can stand up. Inari, Asmita sensei, I'll take you to Naruto-Nissan's mansion. Asmita would just nod. With Naruto, all the groups that passed the Forest of Death exam would be in front of the stadium, everything happening like in the anime, with Hiruzen announcing the preliminary matches and battles. Hate, prepare to fight Naruto, Namikaze and Kiba Inuzuka. Kiba, I'll beat you today. Naruto, in your dreams with the Lyra armor amazing everyone. Hate, ready both nod start. Kiba, fawn over fawn launching himself in tornado form. Naruto, predictable starting to play his lyre final chord. From the lyre, surprising everyone, several ropes came out that immobilized Kiba. Kiba, what's wrong? Did you stop my jutsu? In the stands, Kurenai, impossible. Kakashi smiling with his eye, great technique. Cheyenne, a technique to immobilize your opponent without killing him, well done young knight. In the Kaga's box, Minato, well done. Hiruzen, wow, that lyre really works. Jiraiya, I'm amazed by his techniques, worthy of a knight. Even though we know that there will come a time when he must leave to take care of the house that is granted to him in the sanctuary. Sad. Hiruzen, I don't know about you, but I'll go with Naruto. Everyone looks at him. I'm already old. I want to travel the world, see the rest of it, beyond the elemental continent. Minato, I'll go anyway. Mito and I want to go with him as a family. Jiraiya, I'll join in on that. Minato, Itachi, Shursui, Sasuke, Sai, the red-haired sand boy will definitely go. Jiraiya, don't forget Kakashi and Guy along with that pupil they have. Minato, in that case, I don't know who to leave as a replacement for the position. Tsunade, I'll do it. I have nothing to do anyway. Minato, it's decided. In the fight. Kiba, let me go. Naruto, as you say while continuing to play his lyre string nocturne. An electric current hits Kiba, leaving him unconscious. Hate, the winner is Naruto Namikaze. With the villagers. Villager, what power? Villager, he is the Hokage's son after all. With the civil leaders. Danzo, that lyre must be from Root and Konoha. Mabuki, damn demon, that must be Rusama's, just like the armor. Hamura, and not only that, they say he has another armor. Mabuki, we must force him to hand it over to the village. Danzo, we can't, it's registered as property of the Namikaze clan, so there's nothing we can do. Hamura, and Orochimaru? Danzo, we don't know, he's been missing for days, and I don't blame the Uchiha for that. Hamura, demons. The rest of the fights happen like in the anime, except Mito is included, so they are given the month of training. Chapter 14. We met at the Namikaze mansion after the preliminary fights. Naruto. I am Naruto, Knight of Pisces, a pleasure wearing the golden armor. Seiya. I am Sagittarius Seiya. But why did the knight emerge from this continent? Albafica. I'll answer that. Seiya. Albafica. Aphrodite's ancestor surprised. Albafica. That's me. And the reason is because of the opportunity that Athena gave me after the War of the Lost Canvas. Since I was in a coma after facing Minus of Griffo and I woke up after the war, so I was given the same ability as Doko and Cheyenne. Genbu, wow, that's amazing. Seiya, but that means? Cheyenne, that's right, young Sagittarius. He was in this part of the world because of the emergence of a golden knight under his same constellation. Saori, that's right. Naruto kneels. I, Naruto Namikaze, swear allegiance to Goddess Athena, as the 12th knight, under the constellation of Pisces, to defend peace and justice, to protect the innocent, and above all to defend you, Athena-sama. Saori, welcome to the Naruto Knights of Pisces. But no formality is necessary towards me, you can call me Saori. Naruto, forgive me Athena-sama, but I prefer to earn that right. This is how Albafica-sensei instructed me and I do not want to disrespect you, Goddess Athena. Saori, it's okay Naruto. Albafica, Naruto, you can call her Saori. After all, Athena has never liked being called by her honorific. Naruto, as ordered sensei, and I apologize Saori-san. Naruto's bow and oath was followed by Mito, Sasuke and Inari, who surprised everyone with her age. Cheyenne, well, leaving that aside, what happened at the shrine? Shiryu, Vera, your illustriousness, the god Mars has taken control of the sanctuary, leaving a false Athena and appointing knights who have not earned armor, in order to defend it. We only have Kiki of Aries and Harbinger of Taurus who are in the sanctuary informing us. Cheyenne, wow. Naruto, we must go and free him. But seeing the situation of several, it is better that they rest, recover strength, and in the case of the bronze and silver saints present, that they train. Asmita, I suggest the same, and Eden would like you to see the cosmos of young Inari. I want to clear up a doubt. Eden, as Asmita-sama orders. Naruto, Father, what is our situation regarding the village? Minato, sighs, the civil leaders want your armor to give to your brother. Naruto, I assume that, and what about the others? Minato, they want to kill you. Kurama, wow, even though I'm outside of that seal, they still consider it to be me, those idiots don't know anything. Minato, it's weird to see you not sleeping. Kurama, I wanted to meet the goddess Athena Bose, it's a pleasure Athena-sama. Seiya, the fox speaks surprised like the rest. Kurama, I am the great Kyubi no Yoko, the strongest of the Bijus, the tailed demon fox. The great Kurama, he said proudly, making the shinobi sweat. Seiya, it is an honor. Genbu, it is best to train bronze saints. Minato, if you need I can give you a place. Genbu, I would appreciate that. Kakashi, I would like to see the training if it is not a bother, so that I can train my genin team. Sakura, who remained silent, is sweating cold. They wonder why she is there, since she said that Kurama takes after her mother, and she did not believe her. Well, you can imagine what happened. Sai, I will train since I am Naruto's squire. Saori, well, we must rest, train and recover strength. Naruto, Father, after the Chunin exams we'll go to the sanctuary. We have month to prepare everything. I want you to tell Asuma and his team, along with Guy and his team. Ru isn't coming, so the others will come to meet along with Jiraiya and Gigi. I'll also tell Gaara and Temari. Minato, why the sand ones? Naruto, because I like Temari, and you also want me to have a girlfriend, right? Kurama, the gaki is already growing, crying comically. Minato, that boy fills me with pride. Saori, and regarding those who accompany you? Naruto, some want to do the training and be knights like my Ni-sen Itachi and Shursui. Saori, good. Seiya, let's continue. Asmita, we'll let them rest. So everyone retired to rest and prepare for what lies ahead. Chapter 15. The month of training has already passed. As a precaution, Seiya and Shuri stayed at the Namake's mansion with Saori, while the others in civilian clothes headed to the arena where the Chunin exams are held. Kagebox. Inari. Uncle Minato. If you wonder why she calls him that, well, after knowing that she considers Naruto her older brother, he accepted that she calls him uncle out of affection. Naruto and Isen will win smiles. Minato. I think so, Inari. Hiruzen. Wow, you've become attached. Minato. Naruto sees him as a younger brother like Konohamaru, and well, here they both are. Konohamaru, Naruto and Aichan will win. Kazekage. Is it necessary for them to be there? Pointing at the children. Tsuchikage. I say leave them. After all, they are relatives of the Kage here. Orochimaru, who is in disguise. I say we watch the fights. In the arena. Hate. Well, in the first fight, Niji Hyuga will face Naruto Namake's. The other participants can go to their stands. In the stands. Soma, do you think Naruto will win? Koga. I would say too easy. Eden. I don't think they'll even make him use % of his power. Sasuke. I support Orion. Sakura. I still can't believe my mother disowned me. Kakashi. It's understandable, but at least as Sasuke's fiancé you're safe. Sasuke. Whatever, blushing. Soma. I'm surprised she has pink hair. There's no one like that in the sanctuary. Temari. Are you talking about the bubblegum movie? She has well-groomed hair, in my opinion. Sakura with a tick in her eye because of the nickname, Hai. Gaara. I see that my brother-in-law will win easily. Temari blushing. Baka. Kiba. I doubt Niji will pierce that armor. Soma. He won't. Naruto wears silver armor. It's more resistant than ours, which are made of bronze, and not even ours are capable of piercing with chakra. Kiba. I see that they are strong. In the arena. Niji. Fate wanted you to lose Namake's today. Naruto. Fate is just a simple belief, which is not % true. Niji. Damn. Hate. Begin. Niji just throws himself into pure taijutsu to try to hurt Naruto, who didn't even flinch, since he only limited himself to blocking, and he continued like this for minutes, leaving Niji panting slightly and Naruto intact. Naruto. I must admit that you are admirable, but your strength is not enough to beat me. Niji already annoyed. Trigrams palms. Naruto only limited himself to blocking each palm, greatly surprising the Hyuga since those blows were impossible to counter. Hayashi. I'm impossible surprised. Hinata amazing. Hanabi surprising. In the stands. Soma. His speed is mediocre. Koga. Hey, not everyone moves like us. Haruto. I'm surprised by that clan's ability. Although if they trained to be a knight it would be better, since they wouldn't limit their body to just one type of training. Asuma. What do you mean? Haruto. I was a ninja before becoming a knight, but I was able to put both trainings first to stay in shape, making great progress. Kagebox. Tsuchikage. Surprising. Kazekage. Amazing. Minato. That's my son. The children just smile watching the fight. In the arena. Naruto, are you done? Niji. No, your destiny is to lose to me panting. Naruto sighs and takes out his lyre. Kagebox. Kazekage. What will he do with a lyre? In the arena. Naruto. String Nocturne playing his lyre, electrocuting Niji, who falls unconscious. Naruto. You must overcome your pain, Niji. He retreats to the stands. The other fights are similar except for the one between Gaara and Sasuke, since Gaara, thanks to Naruto, doesn't want blood, so the fight was normal, so to speak, with Gaara winning by endurance, since Sasuke fell unconscious. After that round the others continued until reaching Naruto versus Ru. Ru, I'll win and I'll keep your useless armor. Naruto, you think so? Let's see if you can beat me. Hate. Begin. Both of them launch into a fight with pure taijutsu, but at one point Ru uses the Kyuubi's chakra since he was at a disadvantage, taking out Tails. Naruto. You know that doesn't work with me. Ru. Great. In the stands. Soma. What did he do? Koga. What power is that? Sasuke. It is the chakra of a Biju. Only if you don't know how to control it, the one who possesses it becomes an animal, in simple words. In the arena. Naruto. TSK. Not even our mother taught you how to use it. You just get out of control. Final chord. The strings of the lyre come out against Ru, who becomes entangled in them but unable to move. Naruto. I hope that holds you back and you return to normal, but the strings begin to be cut. What's going on? Lion's roar. Naruto. Shit, dodge that. Who the buck are you? I am Mycenae of Leo and I have come to find a pair of traitorous bronze knights. I see that you are a silver knight, so one more victim won't hurt. In the stands, Soma, he's here. Koga, damn. Haruto, we must go. Eden, Sasuke, Kiba, Choji, take the others out. The aforementioned, Hai. In the stands, Asmita, that is a traitor knight. Albafika, let's help. They both jump alongside Cheyenne and Genbu, with the Kages. Minato, we must go to a safe place. Kazekage, why do you say that? Minato, he's a knight of Athena, and a golden one. Practically not even all the Kages together would do anything to him. I hope at least my son fights. Hiruzen, will you let him fight? Minato, what choice do we have? Naruto is the one who can face him. In the sand, Mycenae. So, former golden saints alive and betraying the sanctuary. Asmita, the relationship of your words is not measured by reality. Cheyenne, besides, we only serve Athena, not Mars, you damn traitor. Mycenae, I received the armor of Leo thanks to Mars, not to the goddess Athena, saving your old friend. That's how it is. Cheyenne, Ionia, damn traitor, you are unworthy of the Capricorn cloth. Ionia, wow, old patriarch Cheyenne, I'm surprised you say that if you force Saga to kill him and have Hades revive him. Cheyenne, you are the most loyal knight to Athena with that cloth and you betray her to serve Martha. There is no need to add more. Most loyal knight to Athena, Naruto. I will fight seriously, my Pisces, the cloth dresses him. Mycenae, shit, you're a golden knight. Ionia, another scum that serves Athena. So let's see who has the highest cosmos for the 12th house. The Genins and their senseis watch this situation with intrigue. Naruto, love the false Pisces, let's see who has the most poisonous blood to be worthy of protecting the house. Love, you really recognize me elevating your cosmos roses daga. Naruto just dodges the roses. Naruto elevates his cosmos by proving why he's a gold knight. Piranha roses. Love, shit, he receives some roses that leave him somewhat hurt. Wow, you're not a weakling. Both saints throw themselves into fighting at their true speed, the speed of light. Kakashi, I can't even follow them with my Sharingan. Guy, me neither. Lee, that's an amazing speed. Love, I'm already getting tired panting arrest trial. Naruto, your attempt is pathetic while dodging Amore's beams of darkness. It's time for you to see what the true saint of Pisces is capable of, taking out a blood breeze. Love, what is this rain of blood? Naruto, something you would never understand. While his blood forms a rose behind him, if you were a real Pisces saint, the poison of the real demonic roses should not affect you, but since I see that they have removed them from the Patriarch's chamber, let's see if this gives you crimson thorns. Love, damn, Archigai starts receiving all the needles that his opponent threw. Kakashi, he used his blood as a weapon, it's surprising. Sasuke, his venom is extremely lethal. Asuma, Guy and their teams saw Naruto with different eyes. Love, damn, Puaja spits blood, what is happening to me? Naruto, I see you can't resist the poison of the royal demonic roses. Albafika, you do not serve Athena either, so you are not worthy of being in the 12th house. Love, damn, Puaja spits blood again, what's happening? I can't see or smell anything anymore. Naruto, your senses will gradually disappear. That's the bad thing about the demon rose poison. It causes an agonizing death. Love at that moment fell dead. Mycenae, cursed, throwing himself at Naruto, who only pulled out a black rose. Asmita, celestial supremacy of the spirits over evil white skulls stopped the Knight of Leo of Mars. Ionia, damn, Excalibur. Cheyenne, glass wall. Naruto, I'll take care of this bloody rose, throwing white roses towards Mycenae and Ionia. Mycenae, curse, receiving a rose in his chest, which turned red, and then became completely red, causing him to fall dead. Ionia, damn, he had dodged the white rose, but he didn't expect what was next. Naruto, piranha roses. Ionia barely dodged it. Naruto, you don't get tired, do you? Real demonic roses. The red roses managed to touch Ionia, which made Naruto smile. Ionia, why are you smiling? Your roses. Puaj spits blood. Naruto, did you know that if a rose even touches you, the poison immediately enters your system? Ionia at that moment fell dead. Chapter 16. After the defeat of the Mars Knights, the Jounins and Genins who witnessed it saw Naruto for the first time with the golden armor with much surprise, except for Kakashi. Naruto, Lyra armor, please go and defend Inari. With that, the armor went to where Inari was. Sasuke, hey, why did you send her? Naruto, I have a bad feeling about all this. Gaara, where is your Kazekage? Gaara, with the other Kages. Naruto, shit, it's Orochimaru, we have to go. Sasuke, let's go. Time skip minutes with the Kages. Orochimaru, what's wrong with you Kages? Can't you beat me? Let's see what you think of this Edo Tensei taking out Hashirama, Tobirama, Mito Uzumaki and Madara Uchiha. Surprisingly, Hashirama. And what is this? Tobirama, no idea. Madara, they must be idiots. Look at the state we're in. It's obvious they used Edo Tensei. Orochimaru, Kukukuku, I brought them now, they will serve me. Inari, cursed, elevating his cosmos. Orochimaru, Kukuku, a child with strange energy. I think I'll take you to experiment on you. Attack, he ordered his resurrected ones. The revived launched themselves. Inari, Pegasus meteors hitting them all. Hashirama, amazing. Madara, that kid sure knows how to dance well, drawing hand seals fire style. Big fireball. Orochimaru, fire style, drawing hand seals fire dragon. Inari just closes his eyes and the Kages who couldn't get close just wait for the worst, but the attacks collide with something and it's not the boy. Inari opening his eyes. Naruto Nissan's armor. Orochimaru, I want that Kukukuku armor. Inari, in my Lyra the armor disassembles and dresses. Inari, I will not let you take this armor. You are not alone. Inari, Koga, I see you learn my meteors. He let's do it together. Inari, hi. Orochimaru, earth dragon earth style. Hashirama, wood dragon wood style. Tobirama, water dragon water style. Libra shields. A man in golden armor appeared. Koga, Master Genbu. Inari, Lord Genbu. Minato, I think you need help. Smiling at him. Minato, if you are here where the others are. Hashirama, please end the Edo Tensei. We can't stop. Tracing hand seals would release toxic roots. Piranha roses. Minato, Naruto's son. Naruto, I see the pedophile snake attacking since I put it to sleep for days, revealing its golden armor. Orochimaru, I'll keep those armors. Naruto, we won't let you have one of Athena's armors, elevating her cosmos. Koga and Inari, Pegasus meteors. Orochimaru barely dodges them and launches a fire dragon along with Madara, a water dragon from Tobirama and a wood dragon from Hashirama. Mito only launched the adamantine chains. Naruto, glass wall. Genbu, where did you learn that? Naruto, Master Cheyenne taught me while taking out a white rose. Genbu, in that case I will show you a real dragon. Rising dragon launching a green dragon hitting Orochimaru. Soma, burning fire of lesser lion. Naruto, father, how do we stop the Edo Tensei? Minato, killing his summoner. Naruto, I see, in that case raising his cosmos. Orochimaru dies. Bloody rose throwing the white rose that hits him in the chest. Orochimaru mockingly, Kukuku, weren't you going to kill me? Naruto, why don't you see your heart? Orochimaru's white rose is turning red. Naruto, it's a bloody rose, it's white, but with your blood it turns red. When the color changes completely you will fall dead. Orochimaru, kill him. Several ninjas plus the resurrected ones rush in. Naruto, Genbu and Bronze Saints, I'll take care of them, throwing a breeze of blood. Minato, what will you do, son? The Kages except Hiruzen looked at him with doubt. Naruto, crimson thorns. The breeze turned into thorns. Everyone falls dead except for the revived ones who, with their wounds, begin to disappear, and upon seeing the dead pedophile Sannin, they only give thanks. Genbu, your blood is a deadly poison. Pisces. Naruto, you're right. I don't understand how Pisces' love was a knight of the twin fishes if he can't even stand real demonic roses. All the genins arrive with Gaara and Temari. The sand ninjas rush at the redhead, but a few words from Minato stop them. Minato, if they attack my son's fiancé's brother there will be war, and if you're wondering, Gaara and Temari along with Kanguro are already leaf ninjas. The named ones show their bandanas with the Konoha logo. The Suna men leave angrily. Naruto, well father, we should rest, since in a few days we are making that trip. Inari and Konohamaru nod with stars in their eyes. Naruto, Inari, I'll start with your constellation techniques. Inari HAI. Cap 17. After the attack by the Martian Knights and Orochimaru, the village was slowly but steadily recovering, so we found ourselves at the Namikaze mansion where Minato and Naruto were storing their luggage and scrolls to leave for the shrine. Naruto, Saori-sama, are you ready to go? Saori, of course Naruto-san. Minato, Naruto, we have a meeting with the council before. Naruto, well, I'll leave you to see what those mummies want. Genbu, I'll entrust you with Athena's defense. Genbu just nods, while those in the mansion prepare their luggage. Hokage Tower 15 minutes later. Minato, well, whoever called this meeting, seeing the clan leaders who also had that doubt. Danzo, It was us Hokage pointing to himself along with Koharu and Hamura, Naruto. And they really want those damn mummies. Hamura, more respect, damn demon. Mabuki, have some respect, brat, the banshee shrieked. Naruto, just like you had it with your daughter? Sarcastic. Mabuki, curse demon. Minato, enough already, tell us the purpose of this meeting. Danzo, I'll get to the point. Young Namikaze has 2 armors and by decision of the council he must give them to Rusama and Konoha. In addition to that you will join Root. Naruto, as I told him in the mission to the land of the wave, if he wants them, he must train them and prove himself worthy to be dressed in armor. Until then, I will not give him anything of mine. Kushina, give your cursed brother some armor. Naruto, I'm sorry, but I only answer to orders from father, my teachers, and Gigi. Besides, you're no longer my mother, Kushina. I must remind you that you divorced dad and disowned me as a son, so I don't know why you're ordering me around. Minato, I don't know whether to feel proud or hit him for saying that to a redhead. Naruto, well, if that's all, I'm retiring with my family and friends to go on a training trip. Minato, as my son said, I am retiring from the training trip and handing over the position of Hokage to Tsunade Senju. Tsunade, I accept the position. Minato. Kushina, then Ru will go. Naruto, if he wants me to come, I already offered him to go but he refused. Ru, I changed my mind and I'll stay with dad since I'm only used as a weapon rather than a human being. Kushina, what did you say, looking like a Biju with her hair? Naruto with Cosmos, I see he was under a genjutsu the whole time, father. Minato, I notice. Naruto, Aniki, prepare your things, we're leaving in an hour. Kushina, I didn't leave you. Naruto, should I remind you that you're practically forcing him to go? Before he said he'd stay with father. Kushina, in that case, as leader of the Uzumaki clan, I banished Ru from the clan, taking away his right to be heir to the clan. Ru, but mom. Kushina, I already spoke. Naruto, I remind you that only the Uzukage can make that decision, leaving Kushina with a twitch in her eye, so I won't let you do anything to my brother. Leaving that aside, we've already wasted time, clan leaders and family, on these mummies. So everyone left, and Ru hugged his brother in forgiveness, something that the blonde accepted and reciprocated. At the Namikaze mansion. Naruto, okay, are you ready? All HAI. Thus they began their journey to the sanctuary, leaving Konoha, both knights, ninjas and ex-knights. Naruto, we're already far from the leaf. I think we should go to Yuzu. So they proceeded to head to the island formerly inhabited by the Uzumaki clan. What future awaits travelers? Find out in the next chapter. Yendi.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.